The mindful geek speaks up. There was excitement in the air. We geeks had just moved out of the basement and into a light, airy office with designer beanbags. Our new manifesto for the digital age was colourfully displayed on giant posters. We knew what had to be done. But we weren't sure how to start. Each team had its favourite framework. The operations guys loved ITSM. The software guys were excited by Agile, but they were more comfortable with Waterfall. The architects lived and breathed TOGAF. The PMO guys were married to Prince2 and MSP. How will our new melded teams know which framework to use and what to do? We all sat on the beanbags in a big circle and thought hard about this challenge. There were a lot of talented people and different perspectives in the room. Soon the conversation was flowing and someone jumped up to the whiteboard. What if we could meld the frameworks as well as the teams? Soon there were lots more questions being asked. How can we make ITSM more agile? How can we experiment with Agile without losing quality control? How can we make ITSM more about the user experience? How can we harmonise releases from teams which march at completely different rates? Is Agile ERP even possible? How can we hide the joins when we integrate supplier services? Everyone joined in the discussion. We kept the best parts of every framework, and after much scribbling on the whiteboard, a new model started to emerge. We called it the Goldilocks model. It was just right for the digital age, and we were confident it would tell us exactly what to do. At that moment, a mindful geek in the corner spoke for the first time. He'd been quietly present and observing all this while. This model tells us what to do, but it doesn't give us a new way to be, he said. The room went quiet. Some people felt uncomfortable. What do you mean? They asked. The mindful geek went to the whiteboard and picked up the pen. We know what to do. What stops us doing it? The room was thoughtful and very quiet. After a while, the CIO spoke up. Let's think about all the invisible things that could stop us moving forward confidently. Here's an example. I'm sometimes scared to speak my truth to power because I worry that I'll be labelled as negative. Then the ideas started to flow. They used up a whole packet of post-it notes. When they'd finished, they noticed 3 emerging themes. There were problems to do with purpose and storytelling. There were problems to do with psychological safety and belonging. There were problems to do with leadership perspective and bravery. Then the mindful geek had an idea. Let's use Agile to become agile. Let's create a user story for everything we need to fix. What do we need to be great leaders of change? What do we need to be great followers? So they all went to the Kanban board. And they added a user story for each problem about purpose and storytelling. As a follower, I need to see the future and believe in the purpose of the journey so that I can commit my whole self to it. As a follower, I need to be sure that the uncertainty of the journey has been faced so that my struggle will be supported and my success will be appreciated. As a follower, I need to be freed from outdated myths so that I can write new success stories for myself and my team. Then they added a user story for each problem about safety and belonging. As a follower, I need to know everyone and feel known as a person so that I have a strong sense of belonging. As a follower, I need to be seen and heard so that I can be sure my perspectives have been considered. As a follower, I need to be sure I have job security so that I can see a positive future for myself. Then they added a user story for each problem about leadership, perspective and bravery. As a leader, I need to be brave, seek help and trust to the resourcefulness of my team so that we can learn and move forward together. As a leader, I need to hold up the mirror so I can see how my own behaviour is impacting the behaviour of others. As a leader, I need to see all perspectives so that I can sense how the whole system is truly performing. As a leader, I need to create safe spaces for real dialogue so that we can all tap into the collective intelligence of the whole team. The team felt a surge of excitement as they completed the last Kanban. The problems were no longer invisible. Some of them had even started to dissolve. They knew that some of the user stories would be hard to deliver, but at least they were on the backlog and everyone could see what had to be built. The mindful geek summed things up nicely. We can't be agile until we're free from command and control. We have to create a new way of being.